In AD 937, carried on a strong incoming tide with a following wind, a handful of Viking longboats made their way up the River Mersey. Take away the buildings from the view we have today, and we are seeing the coast of the Kingdom of Mercia as it would have looked to the Viking invaders, a low wooded plateau with areas of heath and pasture. The ships had sailed across the Irish Sea from Dublin under the command of the Viking king Anlaf. They knew exactly where their destination was. The Irish Sea was an important trade route, and local knowledge spread far and wide through conversations with traders. What wasn't readily available was reliable communication between the centres of power. Messages on land travelled at the speed of a horse. Messages by sea were often delayed due to bad weather and inconvenient tides. It took more than a week for the full fleet to gather at the landing place. 70 ships and just over 2,000 warriors. This was on a much larger scale than a traditional Viking raid, and the Irish Vikings were joined by warriors from Scotland, led by King Constantine. This was a full-scale assault on Athelstan's Saxon kingdoms of Mercia and Wessex. The landscape where the invaders landed has altered in recent years. The small hill is a former landfill site that's been turned into a nature reserve. And beyond this, the low-lying land that's home to industrial buildings, protected by a seawall, is the site of the inlet where the invaders' ships anchored. This was Brunanburh Pool, near to the present-day village of Bromburgh. The landing place was strategically important. As well as being a sheltered anchorage, half a mile inland, running parallel to the river, was the Roman road to Chester. Taking Chester was the first objective of the invaders. Then the way would be clear to march south into the heart of Mercia and on to Winchester, King Athelstan's seat of power. The delay in bringing the invading army up to full strength allowed Athelstan time to gather a larger army to stand between the invaders and Chester. The battle that was fought next to the village of Brunanburh resulted in a heavy defeat for the invaders.